I used to boast about catching him, about setting the perfect trap that would finally bring order to this chaotic family. My brother, Liam, always seemed to be the wild card, the one who would never fit into the mold we tried to force him into. He was the free spirit, the problem child, the one who never cared about the family business or the expectations that were shoved down his throat since childhood. I, on the other hand, was the dutiful daughter, the one who played the game, followed the rules, and bided my time. It was always so easy for me to play the part, to smile and nod as everyone praised me for being the perfect successor. But in reality, I hated it. I hated the false praise, the fake smiles, and most of all, I hated being trapped in a life I never chose. That's when I decided to do something about it. I didn't need to live in the shadow of my father, the great Victor Archer, who built this empire with his bare hands. I'd show them all that I could be more than just a shadow. I'd prove that I was the one who could steer the family into the future. Liam, however, was an obstacle. His recklessness was always a threat to everything I was trying to build. He didn't care about the legacy or the power. He didn't care about anything except getting out of the suffocating grip of our family's expectations. But that made him dangerous. Because he was unpredictable. And I wasn't about to let him ruin everything I'd worked so hard for. So, I set my plan in motion. It wasn't complicated. It didn't need to be. I just had to make him believe that this life, the life I'd spent years perfecting, was the only option. I knew the weaknesses in his character, the desires he tried to suppress, and the ways he could be manipulated. With a few well-placed words, a few subtle nudges, I could make him see that he had no choice but to take the reins. At first, it felt like I was playing a game of chess, each move calculated, each strategy falling into place. I made sure that Liam would have no other option but to step into the role he had spent his life rejecting. I even convinced our father that Liam would make the perfect successor. Victor, blinded by his love for his son, agreed to my suggestion without hesitation. Liam didn't even know what was coming. I had him exactly where I wanted him. When Liam finally walked into the boardroom for the first time as the new CEO, I couldn't help but feel a rush of satisfaction. I watched as he tried to hide his discomfort, his reluctance to take on the role I had forced upon him. But it didn't matter. I had one. The family business would finally be mine. Everything I had worked for, everything I had carefully constructed over the years, was within my grasp. Or so I thought. The truth is, I never expected things to go the way they did. I was too focused on my own ambition to see the cracks forming around me. I didn't notice how much Liam had changed since I set the plan into motion. He had become different. He wasn't the same carefree, rebellious brother I had known. Now, he was controlled, focused, determined. And I hated it. I hate how he's become the face of the family business. I hate how everyone praises him as if he's the hero, the one who's saving us from the mistakes of the past. And what really cuts me deep is that he's doing it without any effort. Where I struggled, where I clawed my way to the top, he waltzed in and became everything I thought I was supposed to be. His charm, his effortless confidence, it's all too much. And it's not just the business. It's the way he's slipping into the role of the family's golden child. The way our father looks at him with that familiar gleam of admiration. The way our mother, well, I don't even need to mention her. I've seen how she looks at him now, with that warmth I've never received. It's like everything I worked for, everything I sacrificed, is slipping through my fingers. And the worst part is, I have no one to blame but myself. I thought I could control everything. I thought I could mold Liam into something I could use to secure my place at the top. But now, it's clear that I'm the one who's stuck. Stuck in a life I never wanted, caught in a web I created myself. I thought I caught him, but now it's me who's trapped. I glance across the room at Liam. He's talking to our father, laughing at some joke that isn't even funny, but they both find it hilarious. He's comfortable. At home. And I'm standing here, pretending like everything is fine, pretending like I'm still the one in control. But deep down, I know the truth. I wasn't the one who caught him. He caught me. It's been months since Liam took the reins of the company. I've been sitting in the same office I once thought was mine, the same space I meticulously curated to represent my ambitions. But now, it feels like a tomb, cold, empty, suffocating. I used to come in here every morning with a sense of purpose, with a fire burning inside me. Now, all I feel is the weight of my own failure. Liam has taken to this role with an ease I could never have imagined. His charm, his uncanny ability to make everyone around him feel like they're his best friend, he has them wrapped around his finger. Every board meeting, every decision, is a breeze for him. He's like a natural-born leader, the kind of person who exudes confidence and control without even trying. Meanwhile, I sit there, a ghost of the woman I once was. I thought I could manipulate him into taking over this life, this family legacy, and I did, at first. But what I didn't expect was how well he would take to it. I didn't foresee him embracing the power, using it with such finesse that it made me look like the amateur. Now, I'm the one who's being sidelined. No one asks for my opinion anymore. They all look to Liam. They defer to him as if he's always been the one meant to lead. I can't stand it. I can't stand the way my father looks at him now, with this quiet pride I never received. It's as though all the years I spent working to prove myself to Victor, all the sacrifices I made, were for nothing. Liam waltzes in and, without even trying, he becomes the new golden child. It's like they've forgotten I even exist. Every time Victor calls a meeting, every time there's a family gathering, it's Liam who is at the center of it all. And I just watch from the sidelines, forced to smile and pretend I'm happy for him. But I'm not. Not anymore. I thought I had everything planned. I thought if I could just manipulate the pieces, if I could get Liam to accept the mantle, it would all be mine. But somewhere along the way, I lost control. He doesn't need me anymore. He doesn't even look at me the way he used to. There's a coldness in his eyes now, a distance. He knows. He knows what I did. He knows I was the one who pushed him into this role, who made him believe it was his destiny. But I never imagined he would take over so completely. He's not just a figurehead. He's not just playing at this. He's the real deal. And that terrifies me. I stand by the window now, watching the city below. The skyline is beautiful, the lights shimmering in the distance, but it all feels so far away. Like I'm not part of this world anymore. It's like I've been pushed to the edges, my place in this family business slipping further and further from my grasp. I built this empire, piece by piece, but now it's his. And I'm just a spectator. I try to hide it, to bury the resentment, but it's always there. Every time Liam smiles, every time he takes charge with that effortless ease, I feel the anger rise within me. How did this happen? How did he become the one everyone looks to for answers? How did I lose the one thing I thought I had locked down? It's all slipping away, and I don't know how to stop it. I think back to the moments when I thought I had control. The conversations I had with our father, the plans I laid out so carefully, all leading to this moment. But I never expected him to take it so far. I never thought Liam would turn into someone I couldn't control. And now, I'm left here, alone, with nothing but the ruins of a plan gone horribly wrong. My father's words echo in my mind. He used to praise me for my diligence, my loyalty to the family. He said I was the one who would carry the legacy forward, the one who could steer us through whatever storms might come. But now? Now, it's Liam who gets the praise. It's Liam who is the focus of every conversation, every decision. And I'm nothing but a shadow in the background. A shadow of my former self. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep pretending like everything is fine, like I'm content with being overlooked. I've worked too hard for this, worked too hard for the family, for the business, to just fade into the background. But what can I do? What choice do I have? Liam has become too powerful, too ingrained in everything that once belonged to me. And the worst part is, he doesn't even seem to care. He doesn't care about the sacrifices I made, about the life I gave up to make this family business something great. To him, it's just another game. And I'm losing. I watch him from across the room, speaking with the investors, laughing with the board members, effortlessly gaining their trust. It sickens me, how easy it is for him. How quickly he's risen to the top. And yet, I still have to play my part. I still have to smile and nod, to pretend that I'm happy for him even as everything I worked for slips further out of my reach. Liam has become the leader I could never be. And I'm just a bystander, watching as everything I built crumbles around me. I was the one who boasted about catching him, about winning this game. But now, I'm the one stuck in a life I despise, wondering how long I can keep pretending that this isn't a nightmare of my own making. The world is moving on without me, and I'm being left behind. And the worst part? I don't know how to get it back. The dinner is set, the table gleaming with crystal glasses and polished silverware. The family gathers around, as if this moment were something to celebrate. In the corner, the chandelier sparkles like a symbol of everything that has changed, everything that's no longer mine. Liam sits at the head of the table, effortlessly commanding attention, his every word the center of the conversation. He smiles, laughs, as if he's always belonged here. And in some twisted way, I guess he has. I sit at the far end, carefully composing my face, forcing a smile, pretending that none of this bothers me. The clink of glasses and the hum of conversation fill the room, but all I hear is the deafening silence of my failure. This isn't how it was supposed to go. I wasn't supposed to be a bystander, watching as everything I built fell into Liam's hands. But here I am, exactly that. Victor, my father, looks at Liam with the kind of pride I've never received. Every compliment that's passed around the table seems to be directed at him, as though I've already been forgotten. It's as if my years of hard work, my dedication, and everything I sacrificed have amounted to nothing. Liam is the one they admire. Liam is the one they're all looking to now. I try to swallow the bitterness rising in my throat, but it sticks. It's choking me, and I can't get rid of it. I feel like a stranger in my own family. I'm not just on the outside, I'm invisible. No one asks me for my opinion anymore, no one seeks my advice. It's all about Liam, his ideas, his vision for the future. And what have I become? A shadow of the person I once was. As the evening wears on, I watch Liam, as I always do. He's laughing, engaging with the guests, charming everyone around him. He moves effortlessly through the room, making jokes, being the center of attention, and they all love him for it. They love him in a way they never loved me. They admire him in a way they never admired me. And deep down, I wonder if I'll ever be enough for them. I catch my father's eye across the table. His gaze flickers toward Liam, and I see that familiar pride in his eyes. That look I've spent my whole life trying to earn, is no longer for me. It's for Liam. I've been replaced, and no one has even acknowledged it. I've worked my whole life to prove that I deserve this, that I deserve the power, the respect, the admiration. And now it's slipping away, all because I made one fatal mistake. I tried to control everything. I glance at Liam again. His smile is so damn perfect, so effortless, like he belongs here. He's the one with the family's future in his hands, and I'm just the one who created the mess. I thought I could outsmart him, that I could get him to play the part one wanted him to play. But now, I see the truth. I wasn't playing the game. I was the one being played. The dinner continues, but I'm no longer part of it. I'm a spectator in my own life, watching as Liam takes over. As he becomes the one everyone looks to for answers. As he becomes the man I wanted to be. It's all slipping through my fingers, and I can't stop it. I've been here before, in this room, surrounded by the same faces, the same conversations. But this time, everything is different. This time, it's Liam who has everyone's attention. It's Liam who has my father's respect. It's Liam who has the future. And me? I'm just the person they forgot about. I don't even know how much longer I can keep up this charade. How much longer I can sit here, pretending that this isn't killing me. That I'm not suffocating in my own family's success, watching as my own dreams crumble in front of me. I thought I had everything under control. I thought I was the one who could steer us forward, who could take the reins and make this family what it was always meant to be. But now, I see that I was wrong. I wasn't the one meant to lead. I wasn't the one who could bring this family to greatness. That was always going to be Liam. I'm not sure when it happened, when I stopped being the person in charge and became the person who was left behind. Maybe it was when I tried to control him, when I tried to force him into the role he never wanted. Maybe it was when I started seeing him not as my brother, but as the obstacle that was keeping me from the life I wanted. But now, I know the truth. The one I thought I had caught, the one I thought I had manipulated into playing my game, is the one who caught me. I stand up from the table, the weight of the realization settling in my chest. No one notices. No one cares. They're too busy laughing, too busy praising Liam for the success he's bringing to the family. I walk toward the door, and for the first time in years, I feel free. Free from the lies. Free from the facade I've been putting up for so long. I catch one last glance at Liam, sitting there, the center of attention, the man who has taken everything from me. And as I walk out of the room, I realize something: he hasn't taken everything. Because I'm still here. Still breathing. Still standing. And as much as I hate it, I know I'll have to find a way to live with what I've done. Live with the consequences of trying to control something that was never mine to control. The game is over. And I lost.